Good morning. Thank you all for coming. You know, as mayor of Austin and as a former airline pilot myself, I could not be more excited about today's announcement by British Airways, one of the world's premier carriers. The Speedbird is coming to Austin. Connecting two of the world's great cities, London and Austin, for the first time, nonstop service between Austin Bergstrom, and London's Heathrow Airport will take our city to a new level for both business and pleasure travelers. And the Heathrow, of course, is a gateway to almost every place that has an airport in Europe, the Middle East, Africa, and other points around the world. The service will be a Boeing 787 Dreamliner, a mid-sized international jet. It will offer Austin travelers both business and pleasure, state-of-the-art comfort and service. They're sure to enjoy the trip as well. Today, we have a whole bunch of folks behind me to discuss other aspects of what this route means to Austin. Greater Austin Chamber Board Chairman Lou Little will talk a little bit about the economic benefits. The Austin Chamber Air Service Task Force Chairman Doug Driscoll, and I'm a member of that task force, by the way, will talk about how it came about. The VP and Chief Marketing Officer of the Austin Convention Center and Visitors Bureau, Julie Chase, will talk about tourist aspects of it. And from British Airways, Alan Eady, British Airways North America VP of Operations, will give you more details on scheduling. First, I'll begin with Jim Smith, the Director of Austin Bergstrom Airport.
I just want to take a moment to thank a bunch of people. Recruiting and working on bringing British Air to the airport was a team effort. We had a lot of help from the business community, represented by the Chamber, Austin Convention and Visitors Bureau, and a lot of other people helped along the way, including the staff that worked at the airport. This is a large investment being made by British Airways in the Central Texas community, and it's important for us to make that investment work if we want to hold on to the flight. So I want to encourage everybody to buy tickets on this flight because we have to fill the seats on the flight if we anticipate trying to get more flights somewhere down the road. So we're very grateful today that British Air has chosen to fly Austin and Central Texas, and now it's up to us to try and support them and make their investment a success. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim, and now I'd like to introduce Austin Chamber Board Chairman Lou Little.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning, everyone. Just wanted to hit a couple of the high points on the economic development side. Obviously, we're thrilled about the 787. They'll be starting March 3rd, and I understand tickets are already available. Actually, I learned that, and I went back and called my assistant to get on their horn and get on the internet. The route is anticipated to bring an initial just about $70 million in economic impact, and expected to grow to $74 million annual impact within the first 3 years. It will create approximately 1,100 jobs within the air service industry. London is obviously the Austin's largest traffic generator in Europe, and securing this transatlantic nonstop route has been a top priority for the Austin Chamber's Air Service Task Force, which Doug chairs, since the task force inception in 2010. This is really a huge community win for us. Doug Driscoll and Pete Winstead, on behalf of the Chamber, were just warriors, as was Jim and his team, and everyone else, the City of Austin, Austin Convention, and Visitors Bureau, to really garner this unprecedented service. I would like to take a moment of personal privilege as the Chamber Chair and Austin native. We used to joke that the only, even if you had to go to heaven, you had to stop in Dallas or Houston along the way. So we are thrilled that we will have an opportunity to open up the European continent and the rest of the world through London Heathrow. So thank you very much, British Air. We're very excited to have you.
Thank you, and now I'd like to introduce the task force chairman who has worked diligently for several years to make this happen, Doug Driscoll.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning, and it is truly a pleasure and a delight to actually welcome British Airways to sunny Austin. And you know, it is Jim and Lou and the mayor have discussed. This has really been an effort from the business community standpoint that has actually transcended multiple years. And we are fortunate in Austin to have a community that is both engaged and excited about supporting, you know, air service both domestically and transatlantically. And by the numbers, you know, we are traveling a lot to Europe. London is a gateway city, and for many of us, this will take off days, you know, hours if not days of travel time, which leads to increased productivity as well as improved growth. You know, from a community standpoint, couldn't be more proud of the effort of all of our teams. Our business stands ready to support this route. We have been committed long before British Airways announced, and we have made corporate visits to share with them some of the excitement and the potential. And we are excited and thrilled to have British Airways and their class of service with a 787. So we look forward to buying those tickets starting on March 3rd. So thank you for the opportunity.
Thanks, Doug. And now from the Austin Convention Center and Visitors Bureau, Julie Chase.
Thank you. So you can imagine at the CVB, Convention and Visitors Bureau, we are extremely excited about this new nonstop service. So visitors from the UK currently represent our top overseas inbound market, and we know this flight's going to certainly help bring more in. Additionally, with the Heathrow gateway, it would allow us to further open up a destination to other EU markets. We are very much looking forward to working with and in partnership with British Airways. And one other thing, coincidentally, they didn't know about this announcement, but we are currently hosting a luxury tour operator out of the UK, Black Tomato. And I say, yes, Black Tomato. They're around here somewhere. They're here with us to put together some great packaging so that we can bring in the UK EU travelers into Austin. So if you have a chance to chat with them following the press conference, please let me know. And thanks again.
And last but certainly not least, we have Alan Ely, who is the Vice President of Operations for British Airways. Alan?
Well, you say tomato, we say tomato. Or I think it might be the other way around. British Airways is absolutely delighted to be able to offer the first direct non-stop service connecting this very, very vibrant city with our home, very, very, very vibrant city, London. British Airways doesn't just fly to London, we actually serve 150 cities around the world. We carry 80,000 customers every day, hopefully delighting 80,000 customers every day. We look forward to extending that world-class service to the citizens of Austin. It's very fitting, I believe, that we are using not this particular 787 on the count here, but a much larger one. It's obviously the most dynamic and most technologically advanced aircraft flying, and I think it's so fitting to be coming into this market. We'll be offering 3 classes of service. Our world-beating Club World Business Class, which is a flatbed. We have a premium economy product, which is called World Traveller Plus, and our economy product, World Traveller. Our lead-in fares start at about $957. I recommend that you refer to BA.com to get the most dynamic pricing and look for those best offers available in the marketplace. Obviously, the 787 is going to offer brand new interiors, and when a customer flies with British Airways, their end-to-end experience will be absolutely phenomenal. We offer gourmet hot meals, a complimentary open bar, and of course, a state-of-the-art in-flight entertainment system to keep you occupied and entertained for the duration of your flight. We're really excited that Austin is going to be the 25th city that British Airways serves in North America, and I think that that's absolutely a fitting tribute, recognizing the growing importance of Austin internationally and globally as not just a leisure destination, but also obviously as a hub for business within North America. So we are absolutely excited and thrilled, just as everybody else is here. British Airways is delighted to be able to serve the community of Austin. We thank you so much for giving us this opportunity.
Well, we've got all the experts here, so we can take just a few questions.
The projects that we have going on address several issues. The project which has already been announced, which is the East Infill project, is designed to expand our security checkpoints to allow people to be processed much quicker, as well as expand our customs and border protection facilities, will allow us to process more foreign passengers in a timely fashion. So the timing is working out exceptionally well. That project is under construction now, and we're looking forward to its completion in about 2 years. In addition, this afternoon actually tomorrow afternoon at a presentation of the City Council's Comprehensive Planning and Transportation Committee, the airport will be explaining to that committee that it's time for us to expand the number of gates. So we will be proposing a 7-gate expansion tomorrow to keep up with all of the growth that has been occurring at the airport. For a medium-sized airport, which Austin is probably the 2 fastest growing airports in the country are Austin and Houston Hobby. So we are seeing extraordinary levels of growth, and that's because the business community and the tourism community are buying tickets on the flights, and the airlines are putting the flights in. So we've been very fortunate, and we just have to keep our infrastructure up to speed and ability to cope in a customer-friendly way with what the passengers want.
I'll let British Airways talk about what they plan next.
We've actually served the state of Texas for over 35 years. We fly into Dallas and Houston currently. London is our hub. What we offer from London is the opportunity to basically reach out to the rest of the world. At this stage, we don't envisage flying directly into other European cities, although we do offer some services from a couple of East Coast airports that we do that. What we will absolutely be able to offer the customers flying from Austin is over 150 cities around the world. So it truly opens a gateway of opportunity for them through our London hub.
Is it fair to say, either directly or indirectly, that this has anything to do with that big F1 track out there and making Austin an international city? Is this a byproduct, or was this in the plans even before that?
That's a great question, and I think they probably interrelated. You know, obviously what we've seen in Austin, I'm not from here in case you haven't learned that by the accent, but you know, Austin is on the map even for myself with some of the high-tech industries here, the innovation here. So, you know, there's two huge opportunities for Austin with the business community and, of course, things like the Formula One and a lot of the other cultural opportunities that customers want to experience when they come here. So not only is it the largest point-to-point for your customers flying from Austin, you'll see a lot more Europeans over the last couple of years than you've probably ever seen before.
Is it going to be about a 10-hour flight?
It should be a little less going over. I don't have the flight times off the top of my head. I would guesstimate probably about an 8.5 going over and probably about a 9.5 coming back from London. But enough time to really have a great time on that flight.
Will there be code sharing with American Airlines?
Yes, we will.
Yeah, and I think having done this a few times, I think 8.5 is probably about right. Yeah. Most people don't realize it, but when you're flying a Great Circle route to Europe, it's about as close as Atlanta, for example. It's about the same distance to cover, and of course, the winds, prevailing winds are westerly, so you always have a faster trip over than back. Okay, thank you all very much.